Hello everybody, I'm James Everett of The Good, The Meh, and The Ugly. Here's my spoiler-free review of Inside Out 2. This film follows a now 13-year-old Riley when she grapples with a new set of overbearing emotions while at a sleepaway hockey camp. My overall thoughts for this movie was, considering Pixar's recent track record of so-so sequels and good original stories, but nothing on par with the films of their first 15 years. It's a real good return to form. There's important storytelling and solid messaging throughout the entire movie, and I think for this age demographic for a family film, it handles those themes great. Now I'm going to move on to the good. What I really liked about the movie, what I thought it did great. The messages and the themes here are really well done. For such heavy and philosophical themes as who do you want to be as a person? Who you are as a person? Embracing all parts of yourself. The film even handles anxiety attacks at one point. For such serious and important themes as those and powerful ideas, it relays them really well and conveys them so that both children and adults can understand what the film's trying to get at. And it's honestly really hard to find a film that both parents and children can understand. It loses a little bit of subtlety in the process, which isn't necessarily bad, because if the ideas and the messages the films are presenting are powerful, are good, then the subtlety doesn't matter nearly as much as what it's trying to say. And I think another great thing about the movie is the characters. Both the new additions and the original from the first film are great. And I think one thing that really helps all the characters is the voice acting and the character designs. For example, Embarrassment. His character design is so goofy and wacky that he doesn't even have to say words to get what you're trying to say. And he doesn't say words almost the entire movie. You can tell what he's thinking, you can tell what he wants to say, and that's just a telltale sign of good character design, I feel like. And I think the real star of the show here for the new additions is Anxiety. She is the antagonist of the film, but her character has so many layers and such depth to them that she really doesn't even feel like the antagonist, because you can see her point of view. You can see she's trying to help Riley. And for the originals, the thing that makes this film feel like a good continuation is that the original characters have growth. They have had development since the first film. Joy now respects sadness, and they play off each other differently than they did in the first film. And I think that's a really good accomplishment for a sequel to not feel like a rehash. And this film definitely does not. Now moving on to the meh. What I thought was just okay. The humor in this movie is not anything amazing, and it's not anything great. There's a lot of really funny slapstick and a lot of funny visual gags, cool little animations that give you a little chuckle, but I think a lot of the actual dialogue jokes that they're saying here are nearly as funny as they think they will be. I love the voice acting here, but I feel like some of the delivery is a little too fast to get these punchlines, to have that funniness where you're trying to go to the next joke, where I feel like they could have just let them breathe and have the jokes be funnier with that. Now I'm going to move on to The Ugly. What I did not like about the movie, what I thought it did poorly. I know I said it's a lot, but the pacing of the movie was not good. It was way too fast. A pretty clear telltale sign of that is the emotional moments. In the first Inside Out, the emotional moments, they felt natural. They felt like they were placed well in the movie. But in this film, they feel like they're stopping at a grinding halt to have those emotional moments. Because the rest of the film is so rapid fire, all the dialogue is so quick, they should have just let it have more breathing room, let it stay a little longer, let the runtime be a little longer so they could have breathing room for those emotional moments. Overall, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it did really good for a Pixar sequel. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching The Good, The Meh, and The Ugly. Bye-bye.